Good morning and welcome to Marty's Bench. I'm putting together Vice Squad kits for this week, and since it's spring and ice off is right around the corner, I'm tying chironomids for our still waters. I'm starting off with something that's based on Phil Rowley's Chromie. I call it a Mirage Chromie. I've made a few substitutions, including a Mirage Tinsel. Kind of cool because very shiny from the side. You look at it on the end and it takes on the color of the rib. So this is kind of a Aldous lamp. Anyway, size 12. This is a scud hook, happens to be a Riki 135. The bead is 7/64, regular brass bead in black. And I need to build up a little bit of thread, so I'm going to use 140 denier, but you can get by with 70. You see I pushed that bead out of the way because we're going to tie some gill breathers here in the front. And I'm using just your typical Antron off the card. And this is too much bulk, so what I'm going to do is take a short section and tease it out either with the bodkin or right here I'm using the end of my whip finisher. And just kind of separate that out to about half the volume. Now I'm going to twist it just to tame it a little bit and tie it right up almost to the eye, but I need a little bit of space to tie some wraps in front to stand that up away from the eye of the hook. And now a whip finish. And I'll need to cut the thread to get that bead forward. Now, that bead slid forward, that means it can slide back, so we need to build some kind of a dam behind it to stop that from happening. So when we restart our thread, we're going to be generous with the extra wraps. For a rib, I'm using ultra wire, and I like using brassy. It's a little bit bigger than the small size, and it stands out from the abdomen as an actual physical rib in addition to the visual one you get from the color change. Make sure you get a little bit down the bend. That's why we're using a curved hook, so you get that three-dimensional look out of a twisting motion in the water. For abdomen, we're using Mirage Tinsel. This is the medium size. And to make it a little easier to get a smooth wrap out of the Opal Tinsel, I'm going to use touching turns, and ideally you'll flatten your thread a little bit. Now, at least touching turns with the Mirage. Tiny bit of overlap is good as well. But if I end up with gaps, that's okay. It's hard to see. The stuff is so reflective, your tying lamp will shine back into your eyes. There we go. Now, when I wrap the wire, I'm going to make 3 turns right next to each other to create a little butt. And then open up the ribbing as I come forward. Okay. Now you see every time I've gotten near the bead I've added a few more wraps, so that's pretty bulky back there. That means I won't need as much dubbing. Use an ice dub, Peacock black. Very small amount. I want this to be about half the width of the bead and about the same diameter as the bead. There we go. The original used Peacock, the original Chromie that is, but I like to substitute the synthetic on this one, makes it a little tougher. Okay, now I'm going to cut that breather until it's just a little bit longer than the eye of the hook. And there you go, a Mirage Chromie. Have fun, catch some fish.